Sky Prophet, baby. Back with another video for you. Hope your day going good. Hope you got understanding within it. Hope you feel blessed. Hope you remembering to keep that head place in space. The one that holds love. The one that holds positivity. The one that holds the betterment for this earth, for every other individual. If you're going about your day in the wrong ways, walking backwards, thinking backwards, looking against an individual, plotting and planning, let that go. Put that aside. Get through your insecurities. Get through whatever things you got unsettled within yourself. Appreciation, thanks, love to every individual, opening their eyes, bringing a message, helping an individual, just showing the way, just showing the way. Prophet sending blessings, guidance and protection, integrity, strength, focus, and understanding. Each individual out there, no exceptions. Never no exceptions. It's always a real thing. Just always a real thing. You get to hear me. You get to see me. Same thing for me when it comes down to other situations. Same thing for you when it comes down to other situations. Start to understand you're here to create. If you the God on this earth, you're supposed to be creating. Spirit giving it to me like this to start off with. Programming, as far as the way an individual thinks. That programming, as far as how individuals thinking. The one you came up knowing of. The one you came up understanding. The one that you just thought was that much a part of your being. We all know that it's things in there. It's totally wrong. We know that things was hidden from us. We know the construct of everything, the beliefs we had, how everybody's opinionated toward all kind of different things. Coming from this survival mode, coming from these old energies, is so much that has been a part of individuals that didn't belong. I said all of that to get to this right here. Is a lot of y'all listening. A lot of y'all listening. No exceptions. That's a real thing. I promise it's a real thing. A lot of y'all listening. You grew up with hate. It didn't even have to be built up on your end. It was simply a bag full of it given to you. Kind of like some hand-me-downs. Kind of like some, I don't like this individual. I hate these type of people. And that's what you're supposed to do too, if you come from me. Black, white, I don't care what your color is, man. Look, enough is enough of all that trying to pinpoint. We all know what's happening. A lot of y'all grew up like that. You might have thought it was right for the times. It was never right for the times. It never will be right for the time. Things like that don't exist. Separation doesn't exist when you have oneness. Separation doesn't exist when you have oneness. I want you to pay attention to how individuals playing the game with you. I want you to pay attention to how individuals, the energy individuals are putting out or letting come from out themselves. See what's reflecting off of individuals. When you encounter individuals, pay attention. Notice how you feel. Pay attention to individuals' intentions. See if it's with individuals, if it's against individuals. It's time for you to observe all of these things, because it's time for you to clear the path for nothing but this good energy. See, you can hold on to certain things, be a part of certain energies, without those energies transform, without those energies changing. It'll keep individuals in a little cycle of karma, a certain little cycle of karma. A lot of y'all grew up not liking black people. It was just given to you. A lot of y'all grew up not liking white people. It was given to you. Now, I'm going to pause right there because I know there's a lot of individuals going to say this exact phrase. You know history. You know what happened. I do. I do know what happened. I want to ask this question. For any individual that feels any kind of feelings toward history, toward the past, hateful feelings, painful feelings, any other feeling outside of love, let me ask you this. So what you supposed to do from here? Simple question. So what you supposed to do from here? How you supposed to go about operating? You're supposed to be setting the example or setting a trend. Like, ask yourself that. You know, and I know there's a lot of individuals, you could say what you want. Is hate built up? Because you can listen to a lot of content. That's going to tell you where your mind frame at. It's going to tell you where your heart space at. It's going to tell you how much understanding an individual has. Am I saying somebody dumb? Nope. Am I saying individuals got to fix certain things? I sure am. Because I do too. We all do. Never ending story right there. Never ending story when it comes to healing. You have to understand that. Even when you think you healed, you got to help somebody else heal. Healing doesn't stop. It doesn't. Way too much to do. Way too much transforming, transmuting to do on this earth. So there's a lot of y'all grew up with this certain look toward another individual, toward another color, toward another race. Just that in itself blocked you from receiving a lot of information, from receiving a lot of understanding, from receiving and encountering a lot of energies that would have gave you clarity for yourself. And a lot of individuals did get that clarity for yourself. It's a difference between your clarity and you caring about what other individuals think of you. I'm gonna repeat that. There's a difference between your clarity and how you think other individuals gonna think of you. A lot of individuals, y'all see, y'all know. That's the way. That's it. Supposed to be going about it just like this. But you can't bring yourself to that place. Ask yourself why you can't bring yourself to that place. When you can't figure out why you can't bring yourself somewhere, it's because of things that you have in you that was given to you. that you don't have understanding about, understanding within. Whenever you find yourself in these places, that's what it is. You done found yourself in these places all throughout your life. You find yourself in these places now sometime probably. That's because of the way you've been operating, the way you've been training self, the things you've been keeping as beliefs and truths. It's not real. It's played out. When you look at a history, understand this. If it don't make you wiser and stronger, what does it make you? When you look at history, if it doesn't make you wiser and stronger, what does it make you? Because at the end of the day, this is how it boils down. Okay, you can bring whatever kind of messages you want. At the end of the day, so what's going on? What's the agenda? What is your agenda? If it ain't love, if it ain't promoting togetherness, if it's not trying to bring individuals into the right understanding, you got to recheck your agenda. You have to go over your agenda. There's individuals that look at this screen now and might say, like, feel I'm supposed to be talking about black and white. I'm not supposed to be talking. I'm supposed to be talking about what you can't see. I'm supposed to be talking about your heart. I'm supposed to be talking about the guidance that you have all around you, which you can't see. That's what I'm supposed to be talking about. Because clearly, the things that we've been allowed to see and know hasn't taken us to the right places. It hasn't guided us to the right places. That's only because you've been guiding yourself. You ain't been moving off of intuition. Very far and few times you had to be in danger for spirit to move you out of somebody's way, out of the way. But other than that, you going through the motions. You going through the ups and the downs. I told you, you go through things so you don't allow it to happen to you again. Why would you go through it? You have to get understanding within it. Even your good times. And that's the thing with a lot of individuals, a lot of y'all listening, y'all don't even appreciate y'all good times. Y'all don't appreciate the peace of mind that y'all be having sometimes. Yeah, you rest, you clear your mind, but you go back to the same schedule. You go back to the same thinking patterns. When prophets say you being supported, that's in every way. That's in every way. If you truly waking up with intent, Spirit gonna give you that energy you need to keep pushing. You gonna get that information you need to keep teaching. You gonna have that vision for yourself to get to where you need to go. Start paying attention to individuals' energies. Start paying attention to individuals' energies. And a lot of y'all listening, examine your life. Examine your ways. Examine where you got that paperwork from for you to be believing in what you believe in. Examine it. See, once you examine yourself, then you can come up with explanations for what's going on within your reality. If you don't examine it, what are you doing? You taking everything as it comes. So if you're not paying attention, when it comes, do that do you any good? Can you truly process that the right way? If you don't know that you're traveling down a road, when you get to a stop sign, that's going to puzzle you. You don't even understand they're supposed to be there. You're not about to see individuals start flying when you hear dimensions, when you hear elevating, when you hear raising your consciousness, when you hear higher self, you not seeing individuals take off. It's thinking at a way higher frame of mind, mindset, thinking with that overview, merge with spirit, with God, with source, with the creator, with these energies that allows you to be in these places and spaces. That's what that is. When you're not understanding certain people, when it's not making sense to you, understand this. It's a difference in the vibration. There's a difference in the frequency. We was taught this. If I try to tell you something, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you dumb. Because you a person just like me. That's what you was taught. That's what you was taught. Everybody's all knowing because everybody has a soul. Everybody's trying to raise their consciousness. Your soul is the master teacher to raise your consciousness on this earth. Period. Spirit, you can say spirit translating for you. However you put it. Just understand the power you hold, the power you have, the pieces and parts pertaining to your being that allows you to be so much more than even what you can even think right now. See, part of my mission was this vessel. Part of my mission was this vessel, was the color of my skin. That's part of my mission. Everybody got to understand that when you holding something, it's because you want to hold it. When you're doing something, it's because you're choosing to do it. All before. Understanding. Do you understand the difference between understanding and understanding? Because understanding comes from within you. It doesn't come from outside of yourself. See, I can say, hey, look, this is how you do this, and you move it, and this, bam, that's how you do that. If you take that on, I just gave you an understanding about that. But how you even know what I'm telling you has any kind of right to it if I'm teaching it to you, if you don't even know it? You just have to understand and process things like that now. The reason I said that is because you on a higher consciousness now. Every individual you run across, you got to feel that energy. You got to pay attention if they're coming at you the right way or the wrong way. That's just what you face with now. Whether you going to step up if an individual ain't being fair with you, square with you, that's according to you, your strength, your willingness, your obedience to spirit, to source, to God, to the creator. Because being obedient ain't just waking up and being thankful and keeping that repetitious. And obedient ain't just not doing the negative things. Being obedient is simply listening and trusting. Listening and trusting in your creator, in source, in God, in spirit. Whatever floats your boat. Always remember, don't get caught up in what you're calling it. Don't get caught up in what you're calling it. We've all been taught God. We've all been taught God. Don't get caught up in what you're calling it. And I'm saying that because it is inside of you. It's inside of you. You connected to everything imaginable. Newsflash. Newsflash. You don't have to try. You don't have to guess. Listen to me. It either is or it's not. Right now, if the thought pops in my head to go to the store, all right? Listen to me good, because I need you to understand this. To go to the store. Now I'm faced with either I'm going to get up or I'm not, right? Definitely. Either I'm going to get up or I'm not. Now everything in the middle, while I'm trying to decide, does it really matter? Does that really matter? Think about it. Does that really matter? Because after all that in the middle comes to an end, is either I'm going to get up or I'm not. So stop thinking something positive of yourself and putting little dots on it, trying to cover it up with the little negative thoughts that'll tell you it can't be so. That'll tell you how you figure that. Why are you thinking that? You ain't worthy of that. All of these things. What you did to deserve this. Let me tell you what you did to deserve it. Listen, you just living. You just living is what you did to deserve whatever spirit, God, source, the creator, whatever blessings is for you. That's what you did to deserve it. You are part of that. You are part of the all. You are part of source. It should